So just because there's a lot of stuff that we hope to get done at the kind of like after these announcements go out at the scrums and the kind of post-scrum meetings and stuff like that. So make sure you stick around for those today because there's a lot. I think a lot of stuff has been kind of figured out. We're gonna want to disseminate that to all of y'all. All right. So it's week 6. We have about 8 more weeks of development time. So we're about a third of the way through our development cycle. Yeah. So we have a full exec board, which is like the first time that's happened since we started. So that's pretty cool. We have a couple of candidates for VP of Administration. We'll be hearing their speeches and electing them next week. I just am forced to let everyone know about this a week ahead of time, so that's fine. So make sure you show up if you want to be able to cast a vote for that. So as far as speakers and stuff go, as you might already know, we've got Dave Autry, he's the co-founder of New Blood and Indie Game Studio. He'll be coming in and kind of giving us some of his experience on working in the game industry. And that's going to entail kind of what works, what doesn't, and also kind of success anecdotes from his peers. And that's going to be happening in the last half of our meeting next week. So make sure you come. Also tell your friends to come. This is something that we're going to be advertising for the whole school, so it'll probably be pretty packed here. Because it's all like when we have all the VGDA people coming, it's already kind of packed. So there'll be more sitting on laps and in aisles next week probably. Yeah, no, exciting. It's not going to be super interesting to anyone who is looking to get into the game industry. It's going to be kind of a more broadly focused thing just for getting your career started, maintaining your career, and improving it. What? I guess I did. Okay, that's fine. So this slide I just left up because we're going to be posting this PowerPoint on our Facebook page as usual. But if anyone is still looking to work on designing a t-shirt or our logo, we've pushed back the deadline because we've gotten several responses so far, and all of them kind of really wanted a little bit more time to really perfect their designs. We've been getting some really good feedback. There's some really cool designs out there that are coming in, so we're really excited about those. And we felt that it'd be worth it to postpone the kind of vote by another week, just to make sure that everyone had a chance to submit their best work. But that also means that anyone who hasn't had a chance to take a crack at designing some t-shirts or logos for us, you have another week to do so. So again, I won't go into this because I see a lot of familiar faces here, and I've gone over this like twice already. But basically, if you design this for us and your design is voted on as being the favorite design for the club, you get some money, you get a portion of profits made by the t-shirts, and it'll be really cool. And if you have any questions about it, you can email us at contact.vgda@gmail.com, just like if you have any questions about anything. Same with the club logo. Okay, so Game Dev and Cal State Long Beach news. One of the goals of VGDA has been to create an interest in game development on our campus. The game industry makes more money, or has for the last several years made more money than the film and the music industry combined. So that's a ton of money. And there is a film department, there's a music department, but there's no game department. And not saying that there shouldn't be a film or music department. I mean, a lot of our people come from there and they're great. But I think a lot of us would, I would definitely appreciate it if there was a game development department. And we've been working over the last year and a half, but we've kind of been a fully organized club to do things that build that interest on campus. Adam Moore and a computer science professor by the name of Elliot Gertner have kind of worked with us to make a grant for a $10,000 research project in the name of studying agile development. Now, for those of you who might remember, agile is the kind of development process that we use in order to make sure that we're staying in contact with each other, make sure that everything's up to date, make sure that we're not falling behind. And so, while the details are kind of still up in the air a little bit, it looks like VGDA is going to be one of the principal, specimens of this study. And that's really cool because they have $2,000 of that dollars is set aside for student assistance. So it seems that we're going to be, it seems possible, not definite, but possible that some of that money will be given, well, will be spent in order to give us some better tools to manage this whole crazy something show that is game development. So that's all I've got right now. Next week we'll be showing off all the finalized shirts and logos, updates for our speakers and events as necessary, and yeah, that's all I've got. That was like 5 whole minutes. Cool, excellent. All right, so now we'll be hearing from our team leads. Who wants to go first, guys? 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. No more. Okay.
Just start chanting again.
Alright.
It's gonna be another short one, so.
What's that?
It's gonna be another short one, so.
Okay. Is it only or?
The artwork from the starting slide. What artwork is that?
What's that?
The starting slides of each. What's the artwork?
For these?
Yeah.
I have no idea. These. This is the same PowerPoint template that we've been using for like 2 years.
Okay, that's
So,
it.
yeah. Facebook?
That's alright. Contraband, Facebook, contraband, PowerPoint. It's good. They don't know, they don't charge people.
Don't laugh at my username. Okay, cool.
Oh, sounds good. It's like
Alrighty, y'all. If we could get everyone's attention up for the sound tape.
Alright, so here's what we've been up to. During our recording sessions on Tuesdays, that we've been having every week, we've been kind of messing around and seeing what kind of modifiers we can put on stuff to make it sound really creepy and good to a horror game. So we've been messing with like reverb, modulation, pitch shifting. We may have dialed in a couple menu sounds that sound like something that would be in a horror game, and we have a couple written down ideas for the sounds of monsters and deaths. We decided on a core theme, and the idea that kind of ties it all together, kind of like the toy box that kind of heard in that 30-second clip earlier last week, a couple weeks ago. And variations on the theme are going to be used for like different narrative points. We haven't decided that yet, but we're looking into it. And that's it. Actually, one more thing. I'm just kidding, that's it. You actually took the time to write those slides! Still on the computer.
Keep wreck, noob.
Alright.
UNA.
Alright, well, thank you very much. Yeah. That's it. Alright.
Somebody just stand there.
Anyway, I did check my email. None of those 225 minutes. Okay, so we have like 8,000 users on our website, and that's what all of these are. Except for this one. Yeah. Wait, what? I don't know how to.
You never know when you have new ones.
Yeah, I do. See? Because it was 223 last night.
Oh.
It was 225, and I knew I got mail.
So also a short PowerPoint this week. This week it's not a lot of new stuff. It's kind of a quiet week for content, but there was a lot of kind of executive meddling and getting stuff sorted out with the other teams. The biggest thing that comes out of that, and team, don't be alarmed, let's explain, is that we're kind of revising our monsters. So the way we've been approaching it is us just throwing out kind of crazy cool ideas for monster stuff, and after discussing that with their teams, it's not quite the best way to approach it for them. So we came up with 5 monster types, and Josh had really good names for these, and I forgot them while was making the point. They're PowerPoint, so these are not linear. But
I can give that to you.
yeah. So basically the simple one, I guess, trap monster, whatever it is, which is like the door, so at certain times it will kill you.
Because you have a trap.
I have another trap. What do you call it?
It's a station.
Stationary. Okay. So simple stationary monster, like the door, so when it's open, it kills you. When it's not, it's safe. So that kind of monster. Patrolling, which is the one that we had where it just goes in one way, and if you're in front of it and it touches you, it kills you. Chasing, where it kind of patrols both ways, and if it sees you, it will chase you until it gets it. Grabbing, which is it comes from the ceiling and grabs down on you, and you have to kind of dodge it that way. And trap or decoy, which is it looks like a hiding spot with very subtle differences. So these are kind of basic overviews of monsters, and within these, Art can kind of go crazy and think of all the super cool types of monsters that they want. And we might even mess with adding certain different mechanics to it, but for now these are going to be our basic ones. And only the top 3, I believe, are going to be PvP. But, so what we're working on this week is kind of taking these new guidelines, I guess, and going back over what we have and kind of editing it. I'm assuming the main, but on top of that, we're going to be coming up with an asset list and starting on learn design. Playing your game with post-it notes is probably what we're going to be doing at Assembly Dev Jam. Also figuring out items. Also, I didn't put on here, but we have a bunch of new name suggestions we're going to be going through. Cool. All right.
You're too late, Peter. Just kidding. What was your question?
So our narrative also explains, or is content team also explains the monster?
Yes.
Okay.
We're just restructuring it.
All right, I'm going to put my wall up to see.
It's not that good.
Okay. All right, there you go.
Right.
It'll just do it.
I was kind of
HDMI cable.
HDMI cable.
Next.
Oh, also, while he's getting that set up, one other thing, there's actually a group of students doing an anthropological study on game culture at Cal State Long Beach, and so they've been coming in and talking to me and trying to get an understanding of what it is, like how VGDA contributes to gaming culture on Cal State Long Beach. So that's another thing to I think that's really interesting. I think it's really cool because you do want to build a better gaming identity at Cal State Long Beach. Anyway, really good thing. All right, thanks, Rich.
We good? All right. So,
Can we get lights turned off? Don't call the fire alarm. All right. Thank you.
all right. So, here's what we have for this week. So, as you can see, we now have the game is pretty much playable. I mean, we have the fading darkness, so when you're in the room, it progressively gets darker. That is the door monster, which we're going to avoid completely. That's the item from last week. We now have looping levels, so you can get from one side to the other. It's pretty awesome. You can take the doors from floor to floor. We don't have the transition working quite yet. This right here would be the patrolling monster that just heads in a single direction. You can hide, but it does fade faster when you hide, as you can see. It won't kill you, it just gets really dark. I think that's about the max right there. We could tweak that though. That's still a flashing room from last week, which don't have seizures, but
Epilepsy.
if you have epilepsy, shut your eyes. Alright.
Except the blood red ash glow.
Yeah, we can always add that in later. Alright, and then over here we have the ceiling monster, which is actually kind of off screen. He's hard to see, but you'll notice if I walk under him. Oh, God! And I'm dead. Also, we do have pausing now.
What? Nice.
And we almost have this working to show you guys. It is working, but it needs a tweak. But we do actually have random level generation.
Nice. Really?
Oh, doesn't look very good maximized though. See the box right here? Watch, you hit the button. Boom, rooms.
Huh.
Do it again. Do it And more rooms.
Oh,
shit. Different placement every time. And if we were to attach monsters to those rooms, their monsters would be in all sorts of different places too. We haven't done that yet because we're still working out a minor kink with the doors where they are working, but they don't take you to the right spot. So we should have that fixed soon. But other than that, it's pretty cool. So cool.
Sweet.
That's so cool!
And it's gonna be so cool to see all the art and sound and like the writing of the in the air. So yeah, cool stuff. You said 421 blaze it. Come on.
I think you just did.
Well, why you gotta out me like that?
I think you as a sweater.
I'm the sound vendor. Shut up!
Okay, so for our team, we've been working more on getting finalized designs, and after having a long discussion with the other leads, I think we have a clear idea on where to go for finalizing enemies and such. So just to show, we just had a few more concepts on finalizing characters. Some of these got done at Dev Jam here. Twisted Vanity, Ceiling Monster. A lot more people contributed to this door. Monsters. We did some like test animating. This one I believe is animated too.
Notice me, senpai.
Then we have more room concepts. Going for that twisted, surreal feeling. The main thing that was figured out this past week was the exact aesthetic style we're doing. Originally we said we were going to do pixel, but there was just a lot of issues we came to in trying to figure that out, as in like everyone would have to work on exactly the same size. How is it going to translate if it gets resized in Unity? So we decided to go with a lineless, solid shadows shading sort of style. Actually, you can see here, this will probably be the finalized protagonist, maybe just some tweaks with the color and some of the design. But this is what we're going for, lineless with some simple shading. And then this week we're going to try and get some finalized assets for technical to input into the game. And that's it from our team for this week.
Alrighty, so almost done. Last bit was totally forgot to. Who was the person that got added to this? Sorry, sit tight for just 1 second. But I did forget to recognize people who had our family. This is our founder, by the way. Aaron Lane, a very distinguished man. Fun fact, I found out that, so this is the VGDA chat that officers we use, and we just, talk shit about all you guys.
Bosses are being fucking.
It started last semester to deal with some of the communication issues that we had with working on Persephone, and since the chat started last semester, it has seen 68,000 messages happen. So for those of us who have like the Facebook Messenger app on our phone, it's just like hell. It's just all the time. Okay, cool. So we do have the people who have kind of leveled up this week, and we're gonna recognize them now. You know the drill. Applause. Throw in candy, people. Do we want to have some people help me throw candy? No. Yeah. People are really into throwing candy at people. I like it. All right. So first we have Brett Weston. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Colton Palmer. Come on. Get the fuck out. Francis Bosco. Tisham Nasek. Irene Shea. Colton, get up here. Get up here. Come on now. You don't get candy if you don't come up. Paul LaPointe. Jose Anduiz. Torlin Mundi. We also have Kristen Naranjo. No, you can't say this. That's fine. Doan. Doan here? And Saeed Hyde. Get up here. You got it. I know. Just step over.
This is my
Stanley.
Don't
Don't throw candy at them until they start walking down the alley. I like it. You made it go to the alley. Very cool. Dion Moon. And Christopher Vargas.
God, my connection.
And also special shout out to Dono. I don't think he's here, but he's a contributor for both art and technical, and that's pretty cool. So yeah. This is what we've got. I think at this point almost everyone's at the contributor level. And great, we're just so enthusiastic about all the work that's been putting in. I hope all of you guys recognize, like just from what we've been seeing or what we've been hearing from the sound team, what we've been seeing from the design, art, and technical teams, work is going really, really well. So I urge you all to keep it up and earn the game credits, the final game credits that you really want to have. Because if everyone gets to like core developer, we'll absolutely have a really solid, polished game done 8 weeks from now. So yeah, I'm really excited. It's been really a lot of fun. But now we can split off into our scrums and whatnot. Who needs the visuals this week? Josh or Katrina?
No, it's not.
Do you guys need
It's comfy.
Katrina, do you need the thing?
I think I need